Guess who's back in the house? Your boy B, aka the spiritual warrior. Ladies and fellas, welcome back to part 2. Now, this topic, I want to talk about finding your inner peace. Because when you do that, that's when blessings start knocking on your door. And let me tell you how to do that. First things first, stay away from negativity people. That's right, stay away from people that got a negative mindset. Stay away from people who don't believe in you. And surround yourself around people that believe in you. And most thing important, read books. Especially this book, Joseph Murphy, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. That's a good book to read right there, because guess what? You can learn a little something in that book. Not a little something, but you can learn a whole lot. That's by reading a book. Even a few books. Because guess what? What you feed your mind, that's what you become. Just like they say, you are what you eat. So guess what? What you read, that's who you are. Because some people love to read negativity on social media. Be careful of what you read, be careful what you eat, and be careful of the music you listening to. Because I'm telling you, inner peace is where it at. Not listen to negativity or reading something negative. That's not the way to do it, y'all. But being positive, it costs $0 and 0 cents. But some people can't even be positive today, especially in today's society that is. But when they look at you, they envy your inner peace. You can walk alone, take yourself out on dates. You don't need no friends, because you did the work. Whether that's going to the gym, exercising, walking, writing down your goals, your visions, affirmations, you name it, eating healthy, or putting the phone down, getting off social media. And when you start focusing on yourself and putting positivity energy out there, which I know y'all do anyway, that's when you're going to see a whole lot of blessings. It ain't got to be about money either. It could be another blessing. Not that's money. It ain't got to be about wealth. It could be about health, being healthy, adding more years to your life. That's a major blessing. But see, some people look at blessing as money. It ain't always got to be about money all the time. It could be the smallest thing ever. You're breathing, you're walking, you're talking. You're not in a hospital, laying on the, I don't want to say the other word, but laying on that bed. The DEATH bed. That's not y'all. And most importantly, you're not in the cemetery. Once again, you're breathing. See, when you put positivity out there, it comes back. Some people don't believe in that, but I do. And that's why some people out there don't have peace. They want to go out there and cause chaos. And what they bring them? Negativity. That's why it's best to important to be around people that bring the best out in you and not the worst out in you. Can you dig it? But people like me, we don't need friends. Negativity friends. We can walk alone, solo. Mind our business. And some people will not understand us because we found our inner peace. And being peace is more important than money, to be quite honest with you. Because some people can have a lot of money and don't have peace. Now, if I'm lying, no. But if I'm lying, come strike me down, Lord. But I'm telling the truth. Because some of these celebrities got all this money and don't have peace. Can't sleep at night. Gotta take drugs. But y'all, on the other hand, inner peace is more than money. You ain't gotta have a lot of money or the finest materialistic things. As long as you got peace, you doing better than anybody out there that's rich and famous. And that's word of mother. But see, people like them will not understand that. People that don't have inner peace will cause chaos, will criticize folks, judge people, but don't know your story. You got so many blessings knocking on your door, it's not even funny. Your cup is your cup is overflowing right now with blessings, big blessings, small blessings. It doesn't matter. And let me tell you about some of these people out here today. Some of them don't like to read either, but can get on Facebook or a platform or read something negative. With the kind of positive things, they don't want to hear it. That's why they ain't gonna get nowhere in life. But when you read a book or books, you gain more knowledge. Because remember, knowledge is power. And knowledge is in books. Or if you're reading something online about history, that's gaining knowledge. You ain't gotta have a lot, but they will be judged of your knowledge and your wisdom. Because once you read, you get more smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you just sit by yourself and just handle your emotions, I am telling you, you will become the most powerful human being walking on God's green earth. Because you don't let your emotions beat you down. You let your emotions, or should I say I'm saying it all wrong. You don't let your emotions take over your mind. You defeat your emotions, but let me tell you this. You ain't finna hold nothing in. Because if you gotta cry, you'll let it out. Wherever you feel, you will say it. Not ball it up all in. And then let it take over your body. No. But what I'm saying is when you sit down by yourself and just think and just sit in it, let me tell you, that's inner peace right there. But like I said, everybody can't do that. And guess what? I don't care about no views on this video. This has to be said. Because some people today ain't got the inner peace. But when you get it, they want to disturb yours. That's why I say never be ashamed to walk alone or do stuff on your own. You don't need a lot of friends. When you walk alone, that scares people. When you found peace, that frightens them. When you don't respond to BS like you used to, that frightens them. Silence, that can scare people too. Inner peace, even more scarier. Because guess what? You're not studying them. You're on a mission. All of us is on the mission. I ain't talking about the losers. I'm talking about the winners. That's why people like us like to read, meditate, exercise, listen to positivity music. Not that hood music. No. We talking about music that will uplift your spirit. Music that make you want to dance or think. That type of music. Then when you go out there, when you feeling good, James Brown, when you feeling good, you could pass that on to other people because other people need that. People need encouragement. People need to hear everything gonna be alright. Keep your head up. As a matter of fact, I got a positive song for y'all. Tupac, keep your head up. Because the way society is today, it is not easy. That's why I said keep your head up. It might not be today or tomorrow. But ooh child, things are going to get easier. Things will get brighter. Remember that. But when you find your inner peace, folks, I guarantee you, blessings gonna start knocking on your door. Repeating numbers. You already know what that's all about. Positive change. Or when you starting to see red birds, you already know what that is too. If you don't, do your research. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. God bless. And just remember, you got this.